Alright, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Naijafoottv, where we talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Chelle, under 20, who are currently doing some interesting thing right now in the African Cup of Nations under 20 category, currently being played in Egypt. We have qualified officially to into the quarterfinals of this competition after we played a 2-2 draw against Kenya. That game was played on Tuesday. I'm sure you guys probably already seen it. Uh, just wanted to apologize for not covering these games on day-to-day basis. But good news for the Flying Eagles of Nigeria and for Coach Aliu Zubeiru, who has been pioneering these guys. Uh, Even though that game on Tuesday wasn't exactly what we expected from the boys, a lot of the NFF's representatives who went for that game, they expressed their disappointment in how the team performed because we didn't really play up to standard. We actually had to come from behind twice to draw the game. So it was definitely not what we want to see, considering the fact that we have such a big pedigree in this competition. And the least that this team is being asked of in this competition is to actually qualify into the semi-finals, so that they can grab one of the tickets for the World Cup under 20 category coming up in September in Chile. So that's the concern right now, and of course, Coach Aliu Zubeiru is going to know that he has a lot of work to do to get these guys, back in form and playing good football and scoring goals, and defending well as well for the games coming up. Their quarterfinal opponent is going to be revealed in the coming hours, and since we qualified as a runner-up in the Group B, we are set to meet the runner-up in the Group C according to CAF, and these potential opponents will either be Ghana, DR Congo, or defending champions Senegal. So the quarterfinals is going to be a very difficult one. On Monday is when that one is going to be played. But lots of updates is going to be coming out, plus the draw as well. So we'll know exactly who we are playing and the time for that game. So what you to mention as well is the fact that Coach Chelle actually visited the Flying Eagles in their Egypt camp to watch their game, their last game against Kenya. He was present, and after the game, had some, conversations with the boys because obviously he was also not very pleased with their performance, having to come from behind, sleeping through the game and having to concede the first goal, equalize, conceded the second goal, and also equalize. So it wasn't a very good display, but Coach Shaw had some moments with them to tell them some important things that will help them into future games. And one of the things that he actually told them was to give everything, whenever they are called to represent, because it felt like some of the players were not giving 100%. Not, it felt like some of them were not giving up to 100% on the night for that Kenya game. But the coach is now paying attention to the game on Monday, which is going to be the quarterfinals, and he urged them to give 100%. Of course, we need to win that game to go into the semi-finals, at least to obtain the FIFA qualification ticket. Honestly, it's really nice to see Coach Eric Shaw, visiting under 20 to watch their game and be a part of this, this competition for them. Personally, I think this further shows the commitment that Coach Eric Shaw has, in football industry in Nigeria, and the love that he has for, for youngsters coming through the ranks. And it also shows that he's serious with his job. He wants to succeed, with the Super Eagles, and he wants to make it his home for a long time to come. This is why he is always all about, if he's not doing duties regarding Super Eagles, he's maybe traveling, scouting players, or he's traveling, watching competition of the under 20. So it just shows you how dedicated this man is. But one man who was actually the former Secretary General of the NFA, that was back in early 1990s, has now, shown Coach Eric Shaw and told him that all these things that he's doing, they will not be important if at the end of the day he doesn't end up qualifying the Super Eagles to the World Cup. In fact, this man is has said it out categorically that Chelle is going to be fired. There's no doubt about that. That he should, you know, save his time and energy and invest it in the Super Eagles and their quest to qualify for the World Cup. Because if that doesn't happen, then obviously the coach, the NFF are going to let him go. Nothing is going to save him. And who is this man? His name is Alhaji Sani Toro, former Secretary General of the NFA, which is now currently NFF. It used to be called the NFA back in the 90s. So, for Sani's own words, he said, as quoted by Nation Sports, they have given the coach a target. Let him work towards it and qualify for the World Cup. Let's give him enough support to achieve it. He should be given a free hand to select the players he knows can help him. We should not be dictating to him. If he succeeds, well and good, then his contract will be renewed. If he doesn't succeed, definitely he's going to be fired. So there's a need for us to be positive about it and make sure we qualify. So these are the words coming out, from the former NFA administrator to Coach Chelle, and this is a very direct word telling him that he should know where his primary, objective lies, not with the under 20. Yes, it's good to see the coach, traveling, you know, getting involved in the under 20, getting involved in the Chan Super Eagles and all other, branches of the national team. But he is also reminding the coach that he shouldn't forget his primary objective, and it lies with the Super Eagles. And obviously, the most important thing that the country, NFF, all stakeholders want right now is to qualify for the World Cup. And if he doesn't get that, if he doesn't get the Super Eagles across the line for that one, then he might even be fired before the African Cup of Nations 2025 kicks off in December of this year. What is your thought about this?